Hey guys, Aaron here. How is it going? Hope you've had a good weekend. So yeah, what did I get up to? I did the first 3 chapters of Alan Wake. If you've never played Alan Wake or you've never heard anything about it, it's this really creepy game back from 2010, kind of horror related. But yeah, check it out. I've really been enjoying it so far. So as I said, done the first 3 episodes. Going to jump straight into episode 4. The story's really creepy. You'll get this little catch up in a minute, but basically Alan Wake, he is a writer, a bit like Stephen King. He goes away with his girlfriend Alice. She disappears and all this crazy spooky stuff's going on, and we're trying to figure out where Alice is. Keep leading up to some dead ends. Never seem to find Alice. Where is Alice? So yeah, let's give it a go, see how far we can get today. Robinator, welcome, and Mr. Bad Plays, True Pixel Gamer, how's it going? So let's hit that big old continue game button. Across the mountain ruins. So I'm kind of hoping it did save properly and we don't have to redo this part, but we'll see. Because this bit looks very familiar, I'm sure. Okay, so we're around the other side. It's really weird as well playing a game like this. Well, it's starting to get dark outside.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
I'm telling you, I don't think it's saved.
I was close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find.
Yeah, it hasn't saved.
Hey, I'm here.
So there's probably going to be about 15 minutes repeated from last time, it looks like, but whatever. We'll deal with it.
I swear I didn't know. We don't have a wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her to make a...
It's a problem with PC gaming, I guess. Or this game in particular doesn't seem to...
Previously on Alan
Oh, there we
Wake,
go. We're done. We're
I'm
done.
haunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
All lies.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Episode 4, the truth. Okay, so we're going to find out actually what did happen with Alice, it looks like.
Alice. Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
Okay, that was weird. Cheers for the cheer, True Pixel.
I felt.
Did anything not... Did
Whatever
the cheers not pop up on screen there? Something seems to have kind of gone wrong with
Someone I was watching on television.
people, well, any alerts from Twitter. Sorry, Twitch. Thank you. Appreciated, as
There were only
always.
Sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
How you doing, True, anyway?
The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan.
Hey there, Thomas.
You're confused. I would be more
Furcan, welcome as well. Hope you're doing well.
I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
I think I need a little bit more than a walk in a bit of fresh air, to be fair.
Right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process.
Eric, no worries. Thanks for stopping by.
I specialize in treating artists.
See you again.
You do.
Enjoy whatever you're eating at your parents'.
I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
Yeah, true. I will have a look on the on my settings, see why the alerts aren't popping up. Is this on PS4? No, this is actually on my PC. It's a good looking game, isn't it? You know, it's a few years old now, but it come out on Xbox and PC only.
So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you.
Okay. So is it actually happening? Or is it, like he says, it's all happening in Alan's head? Because Alan was like writing a book. And I mean, I have played this before many years ago. I can't remember anything. My memory isn't that great for this, well, this game in particular. So it's kind of like a blind playthrough with bits little bits I remember.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying.
He's got to be
Under the
lying.
influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are
Thomas, I also stream on YouTube. Nice one. What type of games do you stream?
Trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
What's this, some kind of sundial? Let's have a look. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated. TZ. In the memory of a dear friend and a poet. Okay. Yeah. I just love the views in this game.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk. Hartman obviously loved his own voice.
I don't like this guy.
His words echoed madly inside my head. I dug my nails into the palms of my hands to stay focused.
Yeah, he sounds like a bit of a dick, to be honest.
We can begin the journey to recovery.
Now, I just want this to actually be real. Just to prove him wrong now. That guy just... Yeah, they're all a bit weird.
Office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors. Scary. It's wonderful stuff.
Yeah, let's run away from the crazy guy.
Emerson.
I don't think I should be in the same place as him.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike.
It's trash, of course, but it does involve some small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Emerson. I like him. Seems like a nice guy.
Come, Alan, this way. Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Welcome to Cauldron Lake Lodge. We're here to give you the specialised help you need. However, please observe the following. Please ask friends and family to schedule visits beforehand to ensure that they don't interfere with your therapy and or periods of creativity. Also, please respect your fellow patients' need for privacy and personal space, especially when they're engaged by their creative processes. Be patient. Typically, our patients have long-term creative problems and they won't be solved overnight. Give yourself permission to take the time you need. Bear in mind that you are voluntarily receiving treatment that has been specifically tailored for you. Engagement therapy and its sistered method, the flow, work best when you are actively engaged in shaping them. If you have any concerns, please don't hesitate to voice them. She'll remember that.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had a... How should I put this? A heavy metal band.
Now, in episode 1, these guys were actually in the cafe.
They even adopted new first names to complete the image.
So that's kind of interesting. They're in this home as well.
After the band broke up, they lived on a farm.
Yet they were out in the real world.
In advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is the best. Don't you think?
Shady guy.
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's gotta go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Okay, so where's my room then? Maybe upstairs? Oh, patient's rooms, yeah.
Well, he's the boss.
I may need a hand here later on, Burge. The storm's bound to make
Something's wrong.
jumpy. You know how they get.
I'm not myself. It's hard to think.
So we've still got the TV screens with
I can only focus on
Alan
writing.
Wake kind of talking to us.
I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human.
Bizarre.
A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room.
Okay, not my room.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake,
Oh,
you
it's all
stay
kicking
here.
off now.
I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
So it seems like the storm is actually maybe causing something to make everyone go even, well, it's going to say go crazy. I think even more crazier. Investigate racket. Hey Major, how's it going? Yep, still going strong. Just over the halfway point as well, so I'm hoping I can get through quite a large chunk of the game today. Ah, there we go.
I'm taking it.
Sinclair looked back.
So what's going on
It
there?
wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
So was his office? There was a couple of locked ones upstairs, but considering it said patience,
Since you're so tough, Bert,
I wouldn't have thought it would be back upstairs, but maybe it is. Yeah, no worries. Got to fix some food. Everyone's getting food. Eric has gone round his parents for dinner, and there's me just waiting for some dinner later. Okay, so where is his office? So it's not upstairs. Let's get back down. There we go.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
The parties
I remember reading about some guy that claims he hasn't eaten for years.
The photo on the wall caught my
That's got to be a
attention.
load of rubbish, isn't it?
The clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Okay, so it looks like a setup, does it? Where's Barry?
Barry? Ow! About time! Barry, man, I'm glad to see you.
We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demand
Yeah,
to be
there
treated
was some... I can't remember if it was a diet or some, like... For some health reason he chose to do it. But 4 years without food just ain't right. How can you live without... Well, not that you even need food to survive, but food's so nice. Tribot, yeah. No Mario at the minute.
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah.
Just, as Majorskalle said earlier, think of this as a spiritual sequel to Luigi Mansion. And, what is going on with Allan? He has, I don't believe this. Has it glitched? I think it has. No, we're good.
These were all the pages
Major. I don't know. I didn't look into it that much. Google it. I'm sure you'll find the story.
Allan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot.
So it was
Really,
a load of rubbish.
Let's work together on this. You have no idea.
Hartman, shut up!
Shoot
Barry,
him.
Get out of here.
Get it
I'll
over
catch
and
up
done
with
with.
you. Get a car.
Hey Roy, how's it going?
Now, let's just
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Nice. I don't care about him, you know. I never liked him. He looked at me funny.
The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
So we don't have... No, that's not the way to go. We don't seem to have the torch yet.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Ah, hang on. There was a generator upstairs. Yeah. Hopefully that's going to do something. And then there was light. Hey Roy, the stream was acting up a bit. What, my stream? Major, see you later. Roy, yeah, I've seen you've been doing a few streams of your own lately as well. I have lurked on a couple of them. No, it doesn't want me to go that way, obviously. going on in there? Come on, break it open. Thank you. That went well, didn't it? So I need to kind of use that thing, Chandler is it, to bust through the other door as well. Which is kind of a cool little puzzle, I'd say, you know. If I can get out the way before it destroys me anyway. You've got to be kidding me. Was it 7 hours? I think it was. I think it was. I did lurk for a little bit. I think I was at work at the time. So I just had it on in the background while I got on with things. Thing is, you can probably guarantee, yeah, there's other stuff around here.
Hey, come on! We gotta get going!
That's the thing, in games like this, I just love exploring the areas because generally there's always like something hidden. I mean, it just looks like one item there, but I was kind of hoping for a manuscript as well.
But the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
Nice.
Oh God! Look at the house, Al. Look out!
You know what? I can't really recall many games having hedges in them. Or mazes, I should say. Whoa, 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 whoa. Actually, now I know why I don't like mazes in games. I get lost very easily. Right, but we made it. Made it out alive this time. Q-Wave, hey there. Breath of the Wild would be a different game to this. I've not actually played Breath of the Wild for a while now. One day I would love to return to it, or at least try and get further than I got to. And the birds again. The birds are not my biggest fan, I'm not gonna lie, they're very annoying. Yeah, that was crazy. Let's just give it a second, calm down. Q-Wave. Oh, sorry. I see what you're going with now. It has hedge mazes. I didn't come across any mazes in the game. But then again, I didn't get that far in Breath of the Wild. I think I only did one of the Divine Beasts. I'm ashamed of myself. I waited for Breath of the Wild for 5 years, right? And I got the Switch. I picked up Breath of the Wild. And I loved it. I played it for a good, like, 40 hours. And I think I got a couple of other games. Like Mario Kart, Splatoon. And I just lost interest. Breath of the Wild was an amazing game, but it was also a very long game, and my track record with games that length is not great. But yeah, I'll have to get back to it at some point. But yeah, good call out. I did not know. They do seem to take like a lot of bullets. They soak up the bullets like crazy. Excellent, shotgun, awesome, and some ammo for that. It always kind of worries me when you come across a lot of ammo or a new weapon, because generally that means you got like a boss coming up or some big horde of enemies just waiting around the corner. Like, yeah. And we're totally out of ammo as well, which not a great thing. Better. Right. Roy, what video is that? What was the roller coaster tycoon thing? Is that what you mean? I always wanted to try and get into those type of games. I used to love the old theme park, but I don't think I ever really tried out roller coaster tycoon. Or if I did, it wasn't for a very long time or anything. So what's back up here? Looks like it could be a manuscript. Oh, the sorry, right, I guess. Yeah, I get what you mean. Columns, though. That was the first puzzler game I really got into, Columns. Back on the Sega. I think it was, yeah, Columns and then Tetris for me. When I used to play them anyway.
You're alive! Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate? Maybe. Barry.
Just open the gate, Barry.
Slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so,
So that'd be a no.
I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Barry, you might want to be a little quicker here.
Hurry up, Barry. I'm on it. Just hang on now.
Once you get cornered like that, it's game over. Hey there, Chloe, welcome. Roller Coaster Tycoon, relatively cheap on Steam. Yeah, I just...
Hurry up, Barry.
I don't think I'd have really the time to get into something like that. As amazing as those type of games are...
Just hang on.
we got a shotgun, yeah. I've got a whole heap of games for the channel that I do want to play. So, yeah, it should be an interesting few months anyway, with stuff I have sort of chosen or lined up. gotta be joking.
I'm on it.
I tell you what I'd love in this game actually is like a melee move. Just like smack him in the head. Just to like knock him away from you for a second. Because occasionally that can get pretty annoying when you get just ambushed. Oh, really? And we're out of ammo, so... I hope he gets that gate open ASAP. So we got the gate open, guys. We just need to get through it.
Hurry up, Barry. I'm on it. I'm on it.
Easier said than done.
Just hang on, Al. Hurry up, Barry. I'm on it. I'm on it.
Jeez. You guys, if you want to go to the toilet, get a drink, I think you've got a bit of time.
I'm on it. Be here. Just hang on, Al. Hey, found a corner. No, wait, that's a twig. Hurry up, Barry. I'm on it. I'm on it. Gotta be here. Just hang on.
Problem is, if you try and run too far away from the gate, then you kind of leave yourself in that position where once he gets the gate open, getting back to it is
Hurry up, Barry.
quite difficult. Oh wow, thank you for the follow. I seem to have some issue with Twitch alerts, so I do apologise for that. I need to get that working again. But thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. It's just these guys. Couple of jabs and you're down. Like so. It's actually pretty annoying. I'm not gonna lie.
Barry. I'm on it! It's gotta be here! Hang on, Al! Oh, hey, it's on the corner!
Come on, get out the bleeding way. What the hell?
Hurry up, Barry! I'm on it! Just hang on, Al! Oh, hey, found a corner!
Did Barry just say he found a I know his Barry is kind of like supposed to be the comic relief I get in this game. I don't care if you found a quarter, just get that damn gate open. I think I'd rather risk trying to jump over the top here rather than take these guys out. We'll get there, we'll get there. It might take a few more attempts, but I've got faith that eventually. Barry chuckle. We could go with that. Let's go with Barry chuckle. Would that be disrespectful though? I don't know.
Hurry up, Barry! I'm on it!
It's this second one that comes on over to from the right. He is the one that kind of is causing me grief because it takes my I can't concentrate on these two coming up here.
I found it! Ah, no, wait, that's a twig!
Right, okay. Come on, come on. Yeah, that's it. Oh! How close was that? I mean, firstly, he tried opening the door into me, and then I nearly got swiped by the one of the big guys.
Come back soon, sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
Yeah, that took way, way longer than really it should have done. I'm glad to be out of the place.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest...
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. You just need to find it.
Look out!
It's fine, they're alive.
God damn it, Al, talk to me!
Although, to be fair, that...
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry
that was a long way down. I'm surprised they didn't get more injured, but still.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
Your cutout is fine.
Didn't get a scratch.
Jeez.
There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Al, there's something moving down here.
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al. I'm great. Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh? You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al. I'll be waiting.
So we've got a bit of
Barry,
a
just
distance
wait for me,
to
okay?
go.
Al, I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. You're okay. Jeez, it's good to hear your voice.
Wow, did that really just happen? I do apologise. That was pretty dumb.
Your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
The controls can be, or the collision detection, I guess, can be a bit janky at times. I thought, you know what, just go have a look, just in case there was something there.
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al. I'm great. Guess you never mess with anyone.
He sounds so happy though, so, you know, I'll let him take out them twice.
Find your way around to the farm, Al. I'll be waiting.
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al, I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up.
I think it's already turned into a disaster, to be fair. So we can go 2 different ways here by the looks of it. But we don't have a flashlight, so we could die very easily. So let's try and not get hit. It's just very different to have a game where the enemy is actually part of the scenery. Usually it's like, well, like the rest of the game, the monsters or whatever you want to call them, but no, this game, anything can be the enemy. Just a bit different. It's nowhere near me, surely. It's Z, welcome, how's it going? It's got to be painful. I mean, the game is littered with coffee flasks. Where is one when you need it?
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
So we're going to have to find a torch or some kind of light beam. I've got another manuscript though. And there's our light. So what was that? That was just a generator then. So we need to get through that gate, it looks like. Nice.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
I mean, for a game where you can get through batteries very quick, the fact the flashlight was already on. Must be using different batteries. Omega-3 fatty acids are good for the heart. Wow, well this game is obviously very informational as well. Come on, come on, come on! Come on! no way I'm going to get that activated. They're not even Duracell batteries. Well, maybe in that torch anyway.
Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
What's that say? Trust no one in the dark. Wasn't trust no one like X-Factor? X-Files. Trust no one. Right, so I want to try and get to that light before I start getting attacked then. If that's at all possible. As much as I love this game, there is a few times when it can be a bit annoying.
Without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Like most games, I guess, but... just don't get enough time to
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon.
Hey, Sunrise.
But I had no choice.
Yeah, I'm doing alright. Not bad at all, really. How about yourself? Starting to get a little peed off that some of these enemies are... they're just getting to me way too quick and... like, how am I supposed to do this in time? Seriously, they get way too close. I think a large majority of this stream has been me just repeatedly getting killed. Oh, you got the snowball ice. Nice one.
But I had no choice.
When have you tried streaming with it yet? I was trying to think actually, is there a slightly different way I can go where they won't see me? Or we can just skip the generator. I think that was the better option there.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
I don't think that is Barry. Not yet, but I think I got the hand of it. I also ordered a boom mic arm, so I won't have the mic on the floor. Yeah, I mean, it comes with a little stand, doesn't it? But the problem is it's so low down. Just get an arm, yeah, like I've got, and you'll be fine. Because you can pick up the arms and the
car was heading
you can pick up the arms pretty cheap. This one isn't great. It was only about £10, which is probably, what, $15, $20? I'm probably going to have to replace it at some point because the arm's kind of bent a bit over time, but it's fine for what I need it to do. Exactly. It just makes your life easier. I think you made a good choice. Get to the farm, okay.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
You know what? All of this time, I've managed to get through the game without stepping onto a trap. I watched another streamer's playthrough of this the other day, and he was just running into him all the time. And there was me thinking, how could you do that? I managed to miss them all, and yeah, I can't really talk. So we still don't have actually a weapon yet, so I'm just gonna have to slowly get over here. Look at that. What, we got a shotgun, right? Yeah, it is shotgun.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching.
Very kind of them as well. Yeah, $22 for the arm. Yeah, sounds about right. The Taken are filled with darkness. Now, it would actually be amazing if they could get affected by the bear traps as well, actually. Probably not the case, but still. Out of ammo, great. This is a joke. I deserved that, to be fair. That was terrible. Ah, hang on, we did actually have 3 of the flares as well. If I can just make it to the light. Come on. That was close. A little bit too close.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Hello? Anybody here? Barry?
No! Danny, you're not! Please! What are you? No! Don't! I'm sorry!
Do we really have to go upstairs? That wasn't Barry, surely.
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. My buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy. Who wrote this crap anyway?
I did. Or Alan Wake. I should be a bit more clear on that. Is that it? Can we get through the other side then?
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. I'm going to change this.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Sunrise, I don't know if you know, but there's actually a Resident Evil 2 demo out next Friday. I think it's about a half hour long, but I mean, part of me is just like, wait till the proper game's out.
Let me guess. Danny, huh?
It was Danny. Yeah, part of me is kind of like, wait till the game's out. I mean, it's only out in 2-3 weeks, but I think I might give the demo a go.
The front door was locked. The farm was
It might be a good sort of introduction to how the game works anyway, the controls and...
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
Let's go pick up some randomly left behind coffee. Q-Wave, no worries, take it easy. Yeah, I think I will play the demo just to get, you know, a general gist for when the actual game does come out, because I do plan to stream Resi 2, the remake. It just looks it looks amazing. I'm not gonna lie, it's like the game of the, well, the game I've been looking forward to for a long time, so it's okay to be a bit excited about it, isn't it? Oh, we can drive one of those as well, but I can see all that yellow crap all over the place. There must be some other hidden items around. Flashbangs, nice. Definitely the most useful weapon in the game so far. Yeah, it's not often that I get that excited about games. You know, they're very... A lot of games are quite similar. It's especially sequels. I tend to not get too worked up about them because it's probably more of the same. But the remake, you know, for a start, it's a remake of one of my favourite games of all time. So I think I'm justified to be a little excited about it. Yeah, exactly, Roy. I mean, everyone's got their, you know,
as I'm sure everyone's noticed,
their game series that they really enjoy.
The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The sheriff's department's still...
Oh, they're back. Don't kill me. I spoke too soon. Where's that going to send me back to then?
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning.
Come on then, let's do this properly. Wow. See, I could spend all day just running them down. Okay, we do need to go over to the left then. No, we're not getting through there with the vehicle. Not happening. And we get put all the way back here. I think to manage your ammo better, you need to get rid of that spirit.
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The Sheriff's Department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods.
And the game doesn't want me to pick up the hunting rifle.
If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give him a hand, all right? This is Pat Main on KBF FM. Hoping you're all safe
and yeah, Roy, you're totally right there. You're totally right. Some of them do definitely take a lot more to take them down, though. Yeah, it's happened twice. You know what? I'm going to try and get back up there. It did that this stream as well. I tried to pick up a weapon and it just wasn't happening. Still not. Gotta love those glitches. Only I could have just flipped the car. Now I wonder if I can use... There was another car up here, so... Amazing. Right, so that's them dealt with. I love that weapon. Made it. Yeah, I'm hoping that I'll be okay with, you know, without picking up that weapon. They do seem to repeat every so often, so maybe I'll get one soon enough. So where's the farmhouse? Which one are we going to? Let's go in for this. Okay, right. So we've only got 4 bullets left with that one, but yeah, shotgun should be good for a bit.
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
Now that is what I'm talking about.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Bronson.
Perfect. So we're covered in lights, which is probably a good thing considering we got a bunch of them on their way. Oh, look at that. We've got a heavy-duty lantern. And I can't even pick that up. This is ridiculous. Now, we could have a bit of a problem here. If I can't pick any of these decent items up, then we're going to be screwed. It seems to be just the upgrades. There we go, works. Nice. How we doing then? Oh, jeez. We're just swarmed, it looks like. I thought I was a goner, honestly. There were just way too many of them at that point, but...
That was awesome!
That was awesome. That was one of the best boss... Well, if you call it a boss fight.
This way to the farm.
One of the best boss fights I have played, definitely. Sunrise, I was holding down, but maybe not long enough. But the weird thing is I didn't seem to have any problems earlier on in the game. But whatever the case, it seems to be working okay now.
See, bestseller, no reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time.
That guy's got issues.
We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
So we've got something flashing up above, so... See if we can get round to that point, I guess. Yeah, to be funny, to be honest, Sunrise, I wouldn't be surprised if it was just me being stupid. But I did try. I mean, it's been working earlier on in the game, and let's just call it a bug.
now. I'm just standing here because I need my bed. Wow! You look at that thing, Al! They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they? Look at all this stuff. They must have done okay for themselves. So how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
But dreams have a way of forcing themselves into waking life, or vice versa.
I do wonder who actually voices Alan Wake. He does kind of remind me of Nathan Drake from the Uncharted games, but I don't think it's... Is it Nolan North? Don't think it's him, but who knows? I know he did a lot of voice acting.
Hey, Jones, right? Listen, we're gonna have to wait until his highness over there is good and ready. Oh wow, who's that? You don't know him. He's the guy dreaming us. Well, not just us. He dreams everything. All of us.
The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
Gods of the old gods of Asgard. Should have known it wasn't going to be that easy. Matthew Porretta. He just sounds familiar. I'd be intrigued to know what other games he has voice acted. Just kill yourself there. Nice. Saves me the job. Right, so where's the Anderson house then? Come on. Looks like we've got a car to deal with as well up ahead.
Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff. Be careful, Al!
Don't do that to me.
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now?
All right, let's get this started.
That keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff. Which concerns...
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
I quite like the fact as well. I guess it's due to the flashlights where you can hold more batteries for them, because that's quite a nice amount actually.
You've got to be kidding.
No, 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 no. And of course, just one of those... What is that, a combine harvester? They couldn't just say, hey, that's like a decent enough enemy. We get some of the other people in it too. Yeah. Ivan, thank you for the sub, man. Enjoy the stream. I think I just got like a double sub sound there. It's a bit weird. There's no way I'm walking away from that if I get hit. think that's it. There's got to be a few other items hidden around, I hope.
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Yeah, it's me.
Hey, let's go, man. I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al. Looks pretty heavy. Ah! Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there.
If only it would be that easy.
Crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this thing.
Loving the chainsaw just halfway into the tree there. Nice. Okay, I thought we were going to get attacked there, so that's not too bad.
The lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box.
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons wanted the booby hatch.
Yeah, I don't think they keep too close an eye on them at the clinic. They seem to slip away a lot so they can get wasted.
No kidding. Those guys sound awesome.
Bit of an odd place for the fuse box, surely. Fix the record. Okay.
Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be... What's her face? The crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must...
Pretty good record as well.
Okay. We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry. This is... Yeah, what the hell?
Seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? Even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
You got to have some balls to get drunk during this. Like, he could just get attacked at any minute.
That's right, I could.
You would think he wouldn't let his guard down, but hey.
What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose.
Good stuff.
I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
Okay. That's weird.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off. I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crash car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice.
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me. I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
So maybe she didn't actually jump into the lake in the first place? Is that what she's trying to say?
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You laugh at the whole thing together and put it
Alice?
behind you. She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No.
Oh, she did.
Dead.
What?
She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her.
Ah!
Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobweb she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my larva a long time ago. She looks so old.
This is probably the end of chapter 4, so there's 2 chapters to go. I'm hoping to get one more chapter done.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious, and fading fast.
Ah, so that's how he got into the car.
It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night. I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
What a cliffhanger. So what, that was the end of episode 4, so we're going to just jump straight into episode 5.
Previously on Alan Wake. Under the influence of the dark presence, I wrote a horror story that is coming true. Jagger had been my editor, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful.
The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. My mom gave me this old light switch.
The clicker.
Alice is being kept in a dark prison. I need to find Cynthia Weaver to fix this.
It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
The clicker. I kind of like they do this kind of wrap up of previous episodes. Just, yeah, it definitely makes it more like a TV series, I guess. Oh, we're back to Deerfest.
It's about friendship and community. We've got a great party coming up. Let's try to hold it in until tomorrow and get through the night in one piece, all right?
Excuse me.
Someone will come for it when
Yeah, yeah, like I said, exactly like a TV show.
there's insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the
But done right, because a lot of games that try and do this formula of having episodes, you've got to wait like 2 or 3 months between episodes, and I would prefer to be able to play on like I'm doing now. Of course, if like Life is Strange, for example, those episodes were released like every couple of months, whereas if you're playing it as they get released, you're waiting, like, you've got quite a bit of time in between, whereas I try and wait for them all to come out and then play them through.
I am never drinking again.
Gotta love that moonshine.
She's the one in the song, the Lady of the Light.
What, the crazy lady? Ugh, whatever you say, Al, but we're stuck here. They're not gonna...
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis? Huh?
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to your superior.
Well, we all want things, Sheriff. I wanted my... Look, that's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale, I insist. Wake, what's wrong?
Lady, are you stupid? It's a trick. It's an obvious trick.
Okay, I've had enough of this crap. Wake, I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Agent Nightingale, your opinion would matter more if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official business.
Whoa! Get back in the cell, Stephen King. The only way you're leaving this place is over my dead... Wait a minute. I know...
Oh my God!
He deserved that.
We need light.
He was a
the
dick.
only way to fight this thing.
In my office. I've got your things there. Follow me.
Oh man, we're sitting ducks with the lights out.
Stay cool. I can get the emergency power on.
Where's my stuff then?
Here are your things. Wake, what do I need to know? What do you need from me?
They can be hurt in the light, only in the light. And I need to find Cynthia Weaver. She can
Just
help
like
me stop
scattered
this.
all over the place.
Check. Cynthia. She lives in the old decommissioned power plant. I can get you there pretty quickly in the rescue chopper. Come on, let's get back to your friend.
Can't forget that.
I need you to stay here.
What? No.
We're going to fetch our ride, but I have friends who need to be warned about this, and I can't be in two places at once. I need your help.
Well, okay.
Here's a list of people and phone numbers. I need you to call them and tell them you have a message from me. Night Springs, okay? They'll know what to do.
Night Springs? Like the TV show? Gotcha. Oh, hey, that radio guy is on the list. Maine. Who's Frank Breaker? He related to you?
My dad.
Hey, is this like a secret society?
Can you do this? You'll be safe here. The backup power's on. These guys need to be alerted, just in case we don't come back.
You'll come back for me though, right?
As soon as we get the chopper ready. Thanks, Wheeler. I owe
Get
you
to the
one.
chopper.
Okay, let's go, Wake. Through the back.
My hangover wants a pizza. You think there's any way I could order one out?
Oh, don't talk about pizza. I could do with one right now. Okay.
Oh, hell. Whatever took Nightingale must have broken the gate controls. We can't reach the gate's control box from here. We need to get to the other side over the rooftop.
Of course we need to
I'll
do
open
that.
the gate for you once I'm across. You stay here in the light and cover me, Sheriff, okay?
Are you sure? Okay then, but hurry.
It's never easy, is it? There's always something tricky we need to do, so oh, it's that damn black sludge again. Sunrise, what's the next game you're going to be streaming then, now that you finished off Final Fantasy? I'm intrigued. Well, that was like, oh, that was a terrible death. That was so weak.
Hey, Sheriff, your password.
Springs?
What's that all about?
I'm not sure. I've just been randomly playing different games last week. I was streaming. What, Zombie U? Or whatever it is on the other consoles. God of War, yeah. That is on my list of ones to play, actually. It looks like a great game. It's quite a long one, I think. Like 20-25 hours. I guess in the grand scheme of things that isn't that long, but yeah, it's one I'd like to play. I've never really got into the Gear of War games. I think I had some back on the old PlayStation 2 and I really enjoyed them, but I just never spent a great deal of time with them. Yeah, it's. I must admit, nowadays I really enjoy a good story in my game. So the games I've kind of picked. Whoa! The games I've kind of picked to play are ones probably that I'm more intrigued about the story with. Last of Us as well. I was kind of hoping Last of Us 2 was going to be out some point early this year. I don't think it's going to be the case, but yeah, that's the sequel's looking great. But so I might actually replay through Last of Us again, because it's been what, 3 years? Can't really remember too much of it. But there's quite a lot of games that I wouldn't mind going back to. Nicely done. Cop and me is working pretty well together. Yeah, it's definitely one of my favourite games, I would say, Last of Us. Left quite a long-lasting impression on me. But, yeah, I can't remember what's on my list, but horror related games. And I don't want to totally give up on the Nintendo stuff, because I do love my Nintendo, but it's choosing the right games really. Onimusha. Yeah, I heard they were bringing out a HD update for that one. Seem to be bringing out a lot of like updates to, or HD remakes lately, which isn't a bad thing, I guess. Saves you kind of hooking up the old systems. Get the heck out there. I actually like Joel more than the main character Ellie. I'd probably be more inclined to agree with you there. I don't really see Ellie as the main character. character though of that game. I kind of see it like both of them being the main characters, I guess. I think Last of Us 2 though, Ellie is supposed to be the main character, isn't it? I mean, the trailer from E3 like a year or two ago, they're definitely going into it with like the whole shock aspect. Like, that trailer was grim. A lot of people were kind of upset about that. And don't get me wrong, I thought it was a bit over the top gory. But I do hope the game isn't totally like that.
Wait, over here! There's light! I have a key. Watch my back, wait.
Mr. Bad Play, she is, yeah. It's just, well, there's a bit where, like, in the trailer, I don't think it's Ellie, but one of them gets their, like, arms snapped. Oh, it's just like, that is grim. Oh, we got a guy with a chainsaw. Nice. You can't have a horror game without a chainsaw welding maniac. But yeah, I don't know if Last of Us 2 is going to be out this year. I've heard rumours it probably won't be till next year, but guess we'll find out a bit later in the year.
Okay, someone's messed with the fuse box here, but you should be able to jury rig it while I find the keys.
I already got electrocuted once today. How about I look for the keys and you get burned for a change?
Fine. They should be in the clerk's office on the other side of the building near the main entrance.
The message was from Barry. He was getting worried at the station. He wanted us to hurry.
Yeah, let's hope it's this year. It would be good. Because, I mean, this year, for me personally, there's not, like, a whole lot of games coming out that I'm too fussed about. I mean, I would love to... I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I've been looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 3, along with Resident Evil 2. But I can't really think of any other games. If Metroid 4 comes out this year, that would be amazing, because I did like the old Metroid Prime games.
Okay, Sheriff, I got the keys.
Barry?
Why isn't he inside?
Oh God! Oh God!
Run, Forrest, run!
Barry, look out! Barry, move! Barry!
He made it inside, Wake. He's okay. The storefront's blocked. Come on, Wake. Let's go around. We can meet him in the back. We can make it through the bookstore. Wheeler should be waiting for us in the backyard.
Down or I'll call the sheriff.
Oh, hi, Doc. I've got it. Don't worry about it.
Sarah, about time somebody showed up. All this shooting in the air is idiotic. One of these days they'll kill somebody.
Trying to get the floss there, but...
I know. Go back to bed. He's got a point, Wake. Look, this town can't take this.
It's
Oh,
been
okay.
long.
She's got to let me
The
through.
sooner I get out of here, the sooner you can all get back to life as usual.
I hope you're right. Come on, let me get this door open.
Wait, you got the keys to the bookstore?
Perks of being the sheriff.
I was thinking that's a bit weird. Why has she got the keys? Does she own it as well? No. Apparently the sheriff has them all. All the keys.
They're really taking advantage of your presence here, Wake. I heard they're selling a lot of your Alex Casey books.
Right now, I'm not a big fan of my own writing.
She's pretty chirpy with everything that is going on, though.
I don't see Barry.
Look,
There he is.
Wake, maybe that's him. That's the way to the chopper.
Yeah. Maybe it's all the caffeine that's making him dream or hallucinate everything going on in this game. You know, a lot of games have a certain item that represents health. It's a bit weird that they chose a coffee flask to do that, but I won't judge. There's been far stranger health upgrades in games, I guess. She's got the keys, of course.
I'm gonna give Pastor Howard a piece of my mind about this lock. Ugh, I told him to get it fixed.
We're not going that way then. Physical labour. I completely forgot that this game's got some really weird phrases or catchphrases the enemies say.
Any fatty acids are good for your heart.
Where'd he go?
Okay, it's open. Let's go, Wake.
Wow.
We keep them lit all night long on the night before Deerfest.
Why?
Well, it's tradition.
Nearly missed it.
We're almost there. We'll have to go through the basement to get to the parking lot.
Yeah, there's no way going through the crypt will turn out to be a bad idea.
It's not a good sign. Just I was discussing the other day on the stream, like, how it is a bit of a shame that there isn't an Alan Wake 2. Apparently there was like there were plans for one, but Microsoft turned it down. That's where Quantum Break come out, and I don't think that actually did that well. I don't know if any of you guys have played it. Is Quantum Break worth it? It seems a bit of a weird one, because although this kind of well, this one kind of is episodic, I think Quantum Break actually uses TV, like live action TV segments, which is kind of weird, but I've not really looked up about the game at all.
Just across the parking lot and up the hill. Come on.
Get to the chopper. Where is the chopper then?
General Store is now my favorite place in the entire world. See this headlamp? It's like a superpower. I can just look at one of those things and they die. It's my flaming eye of Mordor. I wish I didn't say that. Yeah.
Hey,
nerd.
Last one.
Bastard.
Hey Vicky, how's it going? Jeez, that was close. Too close.
Oh, I'm never gonna get used to this.
The helicopter's just up ahead. I'll need a while to prep for takeoff.
Don't take too long. I want to get out of here.
Oh look, loads of ammo. I wonder what could be coming up. Not good. Not good at all.
You will never get her back.
Get ready. I'll hold them off.
So it's all down to me, is it? To fend them off. Is that it? What the? They've got to be ready to take off, surely. I don't know. There are people that are light sensitive. I guess there would be no game or no movies if it offended everyone though. So if they're offended, well, I feel bad for them. Don't get me wrong. But I'm sure they're not like these crazed maniacs. So they're not exactly being represented in the same light. Come on, come on, don't die now. Hang on, I just jumped in. Can't get a tan. Ah, I could do with a nice holiday though. Nice sunny holiday. Sounds good to me. Especially when the weather's like it is at the minute. Jeez, it's spending a lot of money on heating at the minute. Probably too much heating.
I hope you know how to deal with this, Wake. I guess you New Yorkers are used to rough situations like this.
Right. The city's a war zone. King Kong, mutant alligators, and Alex Casey shoots the place up every weekend. Look, I never even carried a gun until a couple of days ago.
Well, my dad used to be a cop there. Tells some pretty wild stories.
Stuff like this?
No, just normal bad stuff. Kinda like your books, Wake. I used to tease Dad that he was just like Alex Casey.
You've read me.
Oh, sure. You're a pretty good writer. A little heavy on the metaphors, maybe.
Nobody's ever said that before.
We're coming up on the power plant. See the lit building over there? And that's the dam further up the river. I can't land here. I'll take her down the road across the river.
Just get me there, Sheriff.
Hold on!
Bird strike. It's all good. No broken bones. I really hate these birds. We're good, we're good. They've gone. Right, so how do we get in here then?
I had to do something about the chain for the door to open.
Are you joking? I've got no weapons. I was just like fully loaded. Typical. It's one thing this game likes to do. Take your weapons away and make you find them all again. Okay, well that's not too bad. PXE Speedruns, how's it going? Hope you're well. Open sesame. Too much.
I had to do something about the chain for the door to open.
Yeah. I see where you're going with that. I guess it would be too easy keeping all your weapons all the time throughout the entire game, but it's annoying. Really, what was the purpose of me just losing all the weapons? I can just go straight across there. Pick them all back up. There we go. It's that shotgun. Which, you know, someone should be a little bit more careful leaving weapons around. You never know who will find them. And they disappeared.
And here's a new song from a band that...
I think I was just caught behind a barrel there. Couldn't duck out the way.
And here's a new song from a band that...
I don't like this. There's too many of them. What we got? We got nothing really. Shotgun still, but... Oh, come on. Do I have any opinions on Bethesda's game Fallout 76? I can't really talk too much about it because I really have no interest in any of the Fallouts. But I've heard Fallout 76 is a bit of a disappointment. Rushed is what I've heard. A rushed game using a very old engine. I feel like game studios get very complacent using the same engine, and I feel like that's what Fallout 76 did, with a few minor upgrades. Nah, dead again. What a twist. What a twist.
And here's a new song from a band that they always remind me of.
But to be fair, I quite like the fact there is a bit of a challenge to this game. You know, I feel like a lot of people nowadays, unless it's a game like Dark Souls or whatever, they expect an easy ride. So I'm glad that I'm not just finding it a walk in the park. Close. I don't like the fact that you can't really tell that people are creeping up behind you. That can get a little annoying. Can't believe there's no flasks around here either. Yeah, like that works. It would be cool if these shadow things to get ammo. Oh, kill. Right, I did wonder what you meant there. Yeah, what, and they drop ammo? But they don't actually... I could understand that if they had weapons. But they all just carry around these hammers or knives or... Jeez, man, I am getting pummeled. Okay, well, I'm hoping... Yeah, there's a few bits of ammo around. No, that's all I kind of wish for, is a melee weapon. Or just the ability to just punch them in the face if they get too close. Because it can get a bit frantic at times.
The power plant glowed in the night. It was close, but I had to find a way across.
Wish me good luck. That's all I can say. Oh, hang on. We can go over to the left then. Should be a case or something around, I hope. There we go. Oh, come on. I knew that was bound to happen at one point, me running into one of the electric wires. It happened with the bear trap, so somehow I managed to survive getting electrocuted though. So I can't complain. Oh, you're joking, there's a flask. Now, was that where I came from? Maybe not. They would just have to appear in the most awkward place possible, surrounded with the electric wires. Hey, that worked. And what's the deal with the armchairs as well? There's been a few of them around the game, and yeah. I think that's kind of spooky in their own right, that the same armchairs keep reappearing. Let's try and surf the board. Kind of worked. Uh-oh. The birds have returned. Oh, we haven't had a flare gun for a while. I don't know if any of you guys have played the Gears of War games. There's an enemy, I think they're called the Swarm, very similar to this. It is a pain in the ass, I'll tell you that. Should I have gone then? How close was that? Oh. That would have been amazing if I jumped off the correct side. Alas, that wasn't the best move I could have made. Let's try that again. Yeah, I thought it was actually going to stop, not continuously keep turning. Oh, there they are.
We managed to lose the flock. You're almost at the power plant. Keep going. I'll give you support.
I was hoping the light from the actual helicopter was gonna do a bit more than that when I ran into the middle of it. She's a flare gun. Sure there was another one round here. There he is.
I recognized the logo on the power plant sign. I'd seen a version of it painted all over the area, signifying hidden caches of supplies.
Hold it right there!
Miss Weaver, Cynthia, I'm a friend.
Prove it!
You knew Zane, Thomas Zane. You're the Lady of the Light in the song. You can help me.
About time. Young man, I've been waiting a very long time for you.
So she was the one, again, near the beginning where she was complaining about the light. So obviously she knew more than I thought she knew.
I built the room to keep it safe.
Just loot her room, why not?
Help me find
She's not
Alice.
complaining.
Get me back to the cabin? Fine, let's go. I can get my friends to come back with the helicopter.
We won't go outside. Never at night. That's rule number 1. You've been breaking rules, young man, and where has that gotten us, Oh, I have a secret route, a lit route, old water pipe. Something was damaged at the transformer yard. It's draining all the reserve power. Without it, the pipe will go dark. The power to the yard must be cut.
Let me guess. You want me to do it?
Young man, you're the one who likes to break the rules. I can't be outside in the dark.
Kill switch is outside, of course it is. No, no.
Weaver had sent me to cut the power to the transformer yard. I was willing to do grunt work for her to get her to help me. I hoped Weaver was dependable. I'd stumbled into this crazy world a little over a week ago. She had been living this insanity for decades. I could see the kill switch that would cut the power to the transformer yard. Now I had to find a way to reach it.
Guessing not down there.
If I could figure out the gates, I could use them to get to the kill switch.
Oh, okay, we get another little puzzle then, so that's going to get us through to number 1. Is that it? Oh, come on.
I could see the kill switch that would cut the power to the transformer yard. Now I had to find a way to reach it.
I think I had it right that other time. Now I've gone and screwed it all up, so that resets it. Slow down a bit crossing them.
Designs these things.
So I mean, the game does have some puzzles in it, but it's not exactly rocket science to fix them or solve them.
The transformer yard went dark and dead. Weaver's water pipe passage should now be good to go. Designs these things. The transformer yard went dark and dead. Weaver's
Do I still...
should now be good to go.
Yeah, I do still play my Switch. But I'm not going to lie, I kind of... Maybe I'm a bit all Nintendo'd out at the minute. Yoshi, yeah, Yoshi's Crafted World, right? It looks quite good. I've just never been like a massive fan of the Yoshi games they make. Even Yoshi Woolly World, I didn't really get on with it that much. Maybe I'll pick it up at some point. But I kind of want to... Is that a chainsaw guy again? I've kind of got a few more story-driven games lined up for the channel. And I'm trying to pick Nintendo ones as well with perhaps more of a story to them. Maybe a few older retro stuff as well. I'm not 100%. But I just want to try something a bit different, I think. Yeah, Yoshi would definitely be a bit more easy going, I guess, compared to this. It's just, yeah, for the past couple of years I've been mainly doing Nintendo games, and I kind of feel that I wanted to try something a bit different, but still try and do Nintendo games every so often. What is going on here? I'm dead yet again. I could have sworn I just opened that gate.
This way, young man. Follow me. Come, the pipe's empty now. We're ready to go. This way. We need to go. I knew them both, Tom and Barbara. I had such a crush on him. Such a beautiful man. I was jealous. There was a part of me that was maybe a little glad when she had the accident. And then Tom started writing and woke the darkness up. He tried to bring her back, but you can't do that. There are no free rides like that.
I'm starting to realize that.
In that case, young man, perhaps you're a smarter man than Tom was. A witch looked like her, but it wasn't. Barbara was sweet. He didn't understand until it was too late. He tried to undo it, wrote himself, her, everything he'd ever written out of the world. Oh, he was so famous. And afterward, no one knew. Oh, Tom. He left only one thing behind in my care, in case it happened again. Insurance. He trusted me.
Oh, let's go have a look down here.
Used me a little. Tom knew how I felt. Knew I wouldn't refuse him. I built the well-lit room and put it there. It's been waiting for you. We are characters trapped in a story you have written, and none of us will survive to see the end of it if the darkness isn't stopped. She'll twist the story to her own dark ends.
How do you know all this?
Tom, that's the way he wrote it. He still talks to me, you know, in television, from beyond, from below. We have both been touched by the darkness, young man. He saved us both with light, but the darkness stays with you. Leaves a stain. This pipe will take us directly to the well-lit room.
Okay, I need to call my friends, tell them where we're going.
Hello? Al!
Barry.
I'm really surprised actually a cell phone works down here.
Okay, I'll tell Sarah.
I can barely get signal when I'm at work, and that's just in a normal office block.
Barry! Barry! We gotta go see if they're okay.
They're probably dead. You must reach the well-lit room. This is no time
Very
to be
positive.
a selfish idiot.
That's my best friend.
Well, be a fool. I'll use the pipe. I'll meet you at the dam if you make it.
Hey, I'm sure they got out.
At least I didn't have to worry about her. She knew how to stay safe.
They're back. Come on, they've got to have survived.
The crash site looked bad, but as far as I could tell, the wreck was empty.
They must have jumped out. Okay, that's a good sign.
Barry!
I arrived just at the right time.
I have a different ending in mind.
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
I knew you'd be all right.
How's that?
The Flaming Eye of Mordor?
In the Mouth of Madness, starring Sam Neill, an author in that story is also omnipresent and writes. Someone did mention that in one of the other streams, actually. I'm pretty sure that come up. I'll have to check it out. I do like Sam Neill as an actor. Maybe it's worth watching. It's kind of funny with me. Like, my two greatest loves for video games are Nintendo stuff and horror games, which don't quite match up with like a niche, a particular niche. But you know, that's kind of what I love.
I should have kept that gym membership.
That's the elevator we need to take.
Just a shame Nintendo didn't do more horror stuff. I mean, Eternal Darkness is one I would love to play on the channel. I remember that game having a great story but being rock hard. So maybe I will give it a go. But I expect it to be quite a tricky, playthrough. I really hate these. Kind of remind me like the Reverse Flash from the Flash show. They move way too quick.
Watch out! He ducked into cover. See them. Get ready, wait. Watch out! He ducked into cover. I see something moving. Look out, Wake. This one's slippery.
Is that it? Cool.
Was that it? Are we safe?
That was... wow. I think we're okay.
Hey, Al, I got a bad feeling.
Let's keep our eyes
Just
open.
realised that? Really?
Oh, I should have kept that gym membership. Oh, but it's dangerous out here.
Wait, call the elevator. I'm keeping watch.
I think I hear something moving around.
Heads up! Here they come!
Oh no! Oh no!
They're coming! We have to hold them off!
Are we done?
It's almost here, Wake. Just hold on.
It's got to be it. Right, let's jump in.
Al, the button.
We're almost there. There's an entrance into the dam at the top. What's the plan, Wake?
Well, Weaver's crazy, but she's got something Zane left behind. Something to fix this.
Gee, could you be a little more vague?
Thomas Zane? Seriously? Might as well be Paul Bunyan or Bigfoot.
Yeah, well, he was real.
I love the fact that he's put Christmas lights around him. Like that's going to help.
Let's be careful, okay?
Oh, jeez, I hate this.
We got more of them.
Okay, Wake. There's a button over there that opens the door. I think something's broken. Hold the button down so we can get in.
Not good.
You guys go ahead and find Weaver. She should be in the dam now. I'll have to make it alone through the top.
Okay, Wake. Good luck. Don't get yourself killed.
Please, be careful.
I'll take good care of Barry, Wake. You just look after yourself.
So how do we get up here then?
You gotta be kidding me.
Really? What is it with their weird phrases? Don't get me wrong, right? I love that they actually do that, but it's bizarre. Fishing can be a hobby or a job. Okay. That was weird.
Enough. You will go no further.
You want to bet?
Stop now.
Things got a little crazier. What? Sorry, what just happened there?
The searchlight could even the odds.
That was bizarre. I must not have needed to go that way. Must have been a kill zone. Yeah, your guess is as good as mine. I guess, I guess next time I might figure out what happened then. Or at least I hope I do. Because that wasn't right. Okay then, so
enough. You will go no further.
so I can't come back towards myself. Escape the dark presence. Or maybe I do need to run this way then. I suppose if you think about it, escape the dark presence, it was kind of coming from that direction, so yeah, it makes sense to run away from it. It's just before it looked like it was all blocked off. If I got time to grab that, I hope so. Paid off in the end. We're all alive.
I have looked after the well-lit room for many, many years now. There is no shadow in the well-lit room. The power is fail-safe, and all the bulbs are numbered.
I have a feeling something is going to happen to her. Just a hunch. Just a hunch. The way she's caressing that light as well. That ain't right.
There's an old army base at Raincoat Point, north of here. It was active during the Second World War. They operated here back then. They must have built this.
Yes, they did. It's my place now. kid. And I won't need to worry about the room anymore, because 6 and 33 and 118 need changing soon, and I don't want to climb up the ladder to change them because it's very late and I'm tired. And if you take it, I won't have to do that anymore.
Crazy.
The page was autobiographical, a memory from my childhood. But I didn't write this. It was a page written by Thomas Zane. None of them were supposed to exist anymore.
Allan, 7 years old, would fight sleep to the bitter end. When he did sleep, he soon woke up, screaming, the nightmares fresh in his mind. One evening, his mother, sitting by his bed, offered him an old light switch. She called it the clicker, and flicking the switch would turn on a magical light that would drive the beast away. To imbue the talisman with all possible power, she added that it had been given to her by Allan's father. Allan never knew him, and anything of his took on mythical proportions in his mind. With the clicker firmly in his hand, Allan finally slept like a baby. Now, almost 30 years later, Allan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
My mind swirled. I'd given the clicker to Alice, yet it was here. Zane had written it into existence, in a story I had written.
How bizarre is that?
I can get to her now. I can finish this.
And there we go. End of episode 5. Now, as much as I would love to continue playing it and get this completed tonight, I think I'm going to have to leave it there. So, I really hope that tomorrow I might be able to get episode 6 done. I'm going to see how it goes, see how busy I am in the evening, but I think a couple of hours we'll get the game done and, yeah, we'll get it finished, move on to something new.
Previously on Alan Wake,
yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Yeah, it'll be good to just figure out what is finally going on with this and just... will Alice still be alive? I can't remember. I'm not sure. I would imagine that somehow she's going to be survived, but you get some games or movies, right, where there'll be a big twist at the end, so I imagine something might happen along the lines here. Any case, I will speak to you all soon, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up as always. That'd be awesome. Take it easy, guys. Have a great evening, and see you again soon. Laters.